Well, hey there, and thanks for being part of this focus group. So excited to get some feedback from you on the Mary Kay business plan, business opportunity, and I hope that if nothing else, you'll be able to just know a little bit more about Mary Kay and why we think it's just an amazing company for women to work for. But just love getting the opinions and the feedback of people that we respect and that we care what you think. So I'm really excited to just share with you a little bit and then have you take a quick survey. It should be quick and easy and painless. And so I'm just going to share with you a little bit of my story and a little bit about just kind of how Mary Kay works. And then as you listen, you'll be able to kind of think about maybe what surprised you about Mary Kay, what you learned that you didn't know before, and what might be intriguing to you in your personal situation. So my name's Kendry. I have been in Mary Kay for 16 years. This is my full-time deal. I've got two teenagers at home. I've got a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old, and my husband is a chemistry teacher. Before Mary Kay, I used to be a personal chef, so I owned my own business cooking for people in their homes, and I thought that might be just kind of what I did as my career for the rest of my life. But as I was in that career, even though I loved it, I was starting to kind of feel like it was more of a job than fun. I got into that career because I love to cook and I love people. And by the time Mary Kay came along, I was just kind of feeling a little bit burned out. Like, I don't know if I want to do this for the rest of my life. Now, let me be clear. I did not think I wanted to be in Mary Kay. I kind of had the old lady, big hair, pink cars kind of stereotype, and I was in my 20s. I had a job I liked. I was a new mom. My husband was working full-time and going to school full-time, and so I didn't have a lot of margin. It was not perfect timing, but my friend said, hey, what would you think about giving Mary Kay a whirl? I think you'd be great. And I said, you're crazy. I think I would be terrible. I wore eyeliner and chapstick every day, and didn't know a lot of people. I was new to Kansas City, but discovered that there were some things that kind of appealed to me, and so I decided, why not? I'll give this a whirl and just see where it takes me. And so that was 16 years ago. Back in 2003, I bought a $100 starter kit and just kind of dipped my toe in the water. No big aspirations, but about a year and a half later, I earned my first Mary Kay car. And to date, I've earned 9 free Mary Kay cars. Now, I don't have 9 cars in my driveway. They do lease it for you. And so when you earn a new car, about every 2 years, you turn in the old one and pick up a new one. And when I say old, you know, it's 2 years old. But when it's free, it's pretty exciting. And the company does really take great care of us. So I'm going to share with you just a little bit of the marketing plan, because I feel like as savvy women in today's society, you know, women do look for things like a side hustle and, you know, some ways to make extra income, or a place where you can just really develop a leadership ability and have a platform and have an influence and have a place to hone those skills. And so, you know, one of the things that I look for in the recruiting process as I'm building and developing people is women who are looking more, they're more afraid of making missing opportunities than making mistakes. And I just really feel like we have just a really great time to be able to take a risk and take a chance. And I'm really glad that I did that 16 years ago. Not that Mary Kay is really that risky, but sometimes trying something new is we feel like it's a little bit challenging, and we want to know that it's all going to work out. And it really can, but sometimes we just have to kind of take a leap of faith. So let me dive in just briefly to some of the logistics of what this looks like. And then, like I said, I'm going to send you some survey questions and get your feedback. So Mary Kay has been around for 56 years, but stays really cutting edge with technology and with products and all of that, which I love about it. We have a sales force of about 3 million around the world. We're in 39 countries, but we have about 9% of the market. And so it's exciting to be part of a company that has so much growth opportunity. It was designed by a woman for women with a consumable product that women use every day. And we make 50%. So we buy it for $1 and sell it for $2. When you are a consultant, you get all your own products at half off. And that was the real reason why I said yes to Mary Kay, because I was kind of a smart shopper. And honestly, if for nothing else, you want to be a smart shopper, this is a great place to get all of your products at half price. We don't have sales quotas, so there's no auto ship. You don't have to order every month. You don't have to have a certain number of customers or a certain number of appointments every month. You get to pick and choose from the Mary Kay menu. We're not a multi-level marketing company, so everybody in the company makes the same profit on the products, whether you're brand new or you've been doing this for 56 years. I am not that old. I haven't been doing it that long. But I love that I can pick and choose what I need for my family. If we need extra income, I see a few more faces, or I just get out there and talk to some people, or I call some people and see what they're running low on. So that's pretty exciting. We also teach and train you how to do all of this. I was not the sales type, nor am I looking for people who are the sales type. So if you're, maybe thinking as you're listening to this, like, oh, this would be so great for my sister or somebody, my best friend or whatever, that's great too. Please send them our way. But we are not multi-level, so everybody makes the same profit on the products, but you make commissions from Mary Kay's 50% on anybody that you recruit. And as women, don't we like to do things together, right? It's so much more fun that way. And everything you need to be successful in Mary Kay is a learned skill. So we teach and train you how to run a business, about the products, how to work with people, how to not be the crazy, scary Kay lady. We don't go door to door. So if it is a smart shopper thing, you just order for yourself, and maybe you buy for your mom and your sister or your best friend or whatever. You have a handful of customers. Some people like to do this as a side hustle. So they might be working anywhere from 2 to 5 hours a week, and they're sprinkling it in around something else that they really love, whether that's being a stay-at-home mom or that is working a full-time job that they really love, but they want some extra income, and they just want the girlfriends that Mary Kay provides and the personal development and all of that. So that's a great option too. And then there is a percentage of women like me who are boss babes, and this is our passion, our full-time deal. This is what I do for a living. It's my ministry, it's my heart, and it's what I'll do for a lifetime. But there are all those opportunities along the way. It doesn't have to look the same for everybody, and it's not cookie cutter. So I love that. Real quick, priorities of the company: God first, family second, and career third. Really important to us that we put those priorities in line and live by design instead of default. Do you sometimes find yourself wondering if you're actually living your values, and what are those values, and how can you do that differently? This is the environment and the space where you're able to learn that, be taught that, practice that, and it's pretty exciting. I also want you to know that Mary Kay is very committed to a couple of really important causes, and so we have a charitable foundation. One of those causes is we really want to eradicate cancers affecting women, so we give grants to researchers who are having breakthroughs in the areas of women's cancers. We are also a big believer that no woman or child should have to be in a domestic violence situation, and so we are very involved in eliminating domestic violence against women and children. We support women's shelters and education on college campuses, and we have a Text for Help program and lots of other great things along that line. We also have a zero waste facility, so our products are made right here in the USA, and nothing from the manufacturer of Mary Kay products goes to a landfill. So we are pretty proud of that designation as well. Well, let me wrap up with this. As you've been kind of hearing a little bit about Mary Kay and the reasons why we love it and what we're all about, I want you to know that it is designed for women to succeed. It is not a company where there's a lot of have to, but there is a lot of autonomy, there's a lot of freedom, and there's so much personal development. There's so much flexibility, and it's just a really, really fun way to make a little extra cash or a great living. Drive a free car, or just get your products at half off. So I would love, love, love to get your feedback on some of the info that I've shared with you, and then also see what other questions you might have that I didn't address that I can do better in sharing and explaining. So I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks again for participating in our focus group.